There are places in the world that don't appear on maps. Not because they don't exist, but because they were never meant to be found. Travelers who stumble upon them often describe the same things. Warm smiles, open doors, laughter in the streets, and a feeling almost magical that they've finally arrived somewhere safe. But some places don't offer kindness freely. Some places demand a price. This is the story of a village known only in whispers, the Peaceful Village. It was late afternoon when Daniel realized he was lost. The GPS had gone silent 20 minutes ago, the signal fading into nothing. The road had narrowed from a highway to a lane, to something barely paved. Golden sunlight filtered through tall trees, stretching shadows. Daniel wasn't worried at first. He was a photographer, after all, always chasing hidden places, forgotten landscapes. But then the road curved sharply and ended. Instead, beyond the bend, there stood a wooden sign. "Welcome to Eerie Hollow." Below it, smaller words, "Where all are welcomed as family." Daniel frowned. He checked his phone again. No signal. Eerie Hollow looked like something out of another century. Small cottages lined cobblestone streets. Lanterns hung from wooden posts. And people. So many people, they turned as Daniel's car rolled in. Not with suspicion, but with delight. A man in a brown vest stepped forward, smiling warmly. "Welcome, traveler," he called. Daniel stepped out slowly. "Sorry, I think I took a wrong turn." Elias chuckled. "No one comes here by accident." Something about the way he said it made Daniel pause. But Elias extended his hand. "I'm Elias, you're safe here, safe." The word lingered. They wouldn't let him leave. Every time Daniel mentioned the road, someone gently intervened. "Stay for dinner first. It's not safe after dark." The forest was thick, and the sun was already dipping low. Dinner was extraordinary. Long wooden tables filled the village square, plates piled high with roasted vegetables and fresh bread. Everywhere Daniel turned, someone was offering him something: food, drink, stories. It felt unreal, like a dream. It was a small thing, easy to miss. Daniel noticed it only because he was a photographer. There were no elderly men. Later, Daniel wandered the village. Click, a perfect shot, children playing. Click, but when he reviewed the photos, his stomach tightened. In every image, the villagers weren't looking at each other. They were looking directly at him. He found her near the edge of the village, an old woman sitting alone on a wooden bench. She didn't smile. "Enjoying your stay?" she asked quietly. "You need to leave. They won't let you, not now that you've come. They choose carefully," she whispered. "Travelers, strangers, people no one will come looking for." Daniel didn't sleep. At midnight, he heard a bell, low, deep, echoing through the village. Dozens of footsteps, moving in unison. The square was filled with silent people. At the center stood Elias, and beside him, a man tied and struggling. Elias raised his hands. "The curse demands balance through sacrifice. We survive." The next morning, the village looked perfect again. Elias greeted Daniel. "Did you sleep well? You'll need your strength." Daniel ran. He sprinted toward his car, keys shaking. He sped down the road past the sign, faster, faster. But the forest didn't end. The road twisted and turned, and then the sign appeared again. "Welcome to Eerie Hollow. You can't leave." Elias stood in the road. "Long ago, we begged for salvation. We were given prosperity, longevity in exchange. We must offer one life for every season we wish to survive. If we don't, we all die." That evening, the bell rang again. Elias stepped forward and looked at Daniel. "Come," he said gently. Daniel realized they weren't forcing him. They were waiting for him to accept it, to become part of the cycle. The most dangerous places aren't filled with violence. They're filled with kindness that asks for nothing until it asks for everything. No one knows how many have stayed, but somewhere, even now, someone new is arriving. Tired, lost, grateful, and completely unaware that they have already been chosen.